speaking to myself. Should I just introduce or can I share my slide, please?
Okay, yes, but before then, I would like you to just
Hello?
quickly. Yes, can you hear us?
Okay.
Can you hear us, right?
Yeah, clear. I
Yes,
can
can
hear
you?
you very clear.
Okay, before that, before sharing your slide, we want to just hear a line or two about you, introducing yourself, just for 2, 3 minutes. Then Dr. Prosper will also do the same thing before we come back to you.
Let's start with me.
I think
For
we are having
me,
network.
professor of I've been privileged
Okay,
to be
we are
virtually
having
can think of the Department of the Chance.
we are having issue with your network, Prof. Having issue with your network, and it's breaking.
Is it me? Okay. My
Yes, it's
network, should I
yes.
change to another network? I have three network here. Is it breaking? Okay.
Okay. So go ahead now.
Because uh, can, can you hear me now?
Okay, I think it's better now.
Wow. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's
I hope
better.
it's not fluctuating. I hope
It's cutting. It's cutting. Sometimes we hear you.
it's not
Sometimes
because I don't want disappointment. This is probably
maybe what we'll do is that we can move
okay.
on to
What happened? Can you hear me?
let's move on to Dr. Efionayi while you change your network.
Yes, let me readjust the network, please. Thank you.
Okay. While we are waiting for Prof. Akusi to do that, we'll move on to Dr. Efionayi. Dr. Efionayi, over to you. Just a brief introduction of yourself so that we can move on.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Dr. Efionayi Osa Prosper is my name. I hope you can hear me loud, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. is my name. I'm into lecturing full-time with Philomath University in Kuje in Abuja. It's building capacity. Strategize for business firms. And this has taken me to other countries. Area of expertise has always been finance, human resource management, as well as entrepreneurial development. So exactly what I'm going to be doing here today will be modules. I'll bring you modules that are of practicable, very pragmatic, with respect to things that are deeply connected with practicals and not class doing tonight. You are all welcome.
Thank you. Let's go back to Professor Akuti. Okay. Are you back, sir? Prof.
Wow.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me, please?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Let me start. Anywhere you get this thing, I don't know. You see how this will disappoint. I hardly have network issue. So I don't know today, despite all the three I gather, try to explain. I hope it will not. Please, if at any time you do not hear me, let me know.
Okay.
Thank you. Seth Akwusin, Professor of Economics and Entrepreneurship Development Training. I graduated from Top 3 North University. I had my PhD about 20 years ago, and I've been teaching in the university. And I've developed postgraduate students. I've promoted professors as also virtually nearly all the continents of the world. Which is the one-day MBA. And you will notice that we'll be sharing. We're going to pour out the experiences we have garnered between me and a professor or years. So you can see the experiences you are bringing to the table. So I want you to pay attention. Unfortunately, the experience cuts across all continents and countries. I'm a fellow also of several broker, but in the UK, also, I have certification in the US and the rest of the place. See, we're going to share experiences together. And don't forget, as we have been told, there are going to be alumni tips about business success, about what to do to start on a governance architecture to which you're going to apply in the business. And also after the training today, and we gave it open to everyone to come in to participate. Alumni. Then you have the presentation done by Dr. Prosper and myself. My presentation, you can see that it's not we compress it. We're not going to finish everything, but those who will need certification, who need the presentation, the talk platform where you are so that you can get. So we are doing it for now, free of cost. You want certification, you want to join us in the alumni, where you'll be getting experience, where to be having workshop seminar for virtually free. And next, nothing. So, pioneering this platform and also this project that I want to embark on. But let me put it here. You are not going to get a master's degree in one day. Anybody who tells you he will do that is a fraud. And we are we're doing here is the MBA we're talking about is mastering business acumen. It's not there, but it's still the same MBA, 1D MBA. So it's not a master degree that we're offering. I've passed through the degree. I cannot even count. I cannot remember the number now. I've also taught the MBA people, but this is not the familiar MBA. But able to pass through all the courses in the regular. You get the tips, you get all the various courses, marketing, production, personnel management. Say compress within this one day. And we'll be sending you link videos and what have you, and you'll be I've seen some people start thinking they want, you are going to get a certificate. You see, the certificate is to be recognized. In fact, to act, how are you able to do it? By the time you start explaining from what you learn from us here, you say, let me tell you something for acquiring. Some institutions don't look at it. It's what you can do. If you can learn MBA, what happens is that by the time we compress it, we give you all the modules, all that is required. So you have, it will just be like a walkover to you, because it took us time, hours, days, weeks. In fact, this program, I've been planning it for nearly 10 years. So before you come, because one day, very, very difficult, and if not near impossible. So, but we'll be able to do it and all that. So here we are. Having the skills, we've been able to put it together and here for you. So, other things you need to get from this program, you try to apply for the certification so that you can join the alumni. But here you are, almost learning MBA in a day for free. So, but my presentation is loaded, is too much. And I believe that if you have it, you have covered in this. And also, there are texts you are going to use. We've mentioned them there, the 8 habits, the 7, and all that. These are relevant texts that you're supposed to use. After this, we are not giving them here now, but those leaders are thinking how they are projecting business and what they do. And so the model they're applying and all the presentation from Dr. Prosper and from myself. And then from there, you can make informed decision. This is where you are. Thank you very much. Dr. Saze, President, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Okay, thank you so much for that presentation.
Dr. Prosper, I hope I wasn't speaking to myself, please.
Okay. Dr. Prosper,
were you hearing me, please?
He has done his own introduction. Yes, Dr.
I was asking whether you are getting me clear.
Yes, he is here. Dr. Prosper is here.
Clear.
Yes, okay. Yeah. It's okay.
Hello, were you getting me? Dr. Prosper.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, when I was presenting, were you getting me, please?
Yeah, I heard you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. So, yeah. Dr. Saze, you go ahead, please.
It's nice we've gotten that perspective from you. The long and short of it all, though it was breaking. I don't know if can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, just type yes, please. Okay, some persons say yes, others are saying I have connection problem. Well, I don't know.
Yes, I also.
Yeah, I think it's a general problem. The connection problem is a general one. And let's see what we can. Yes, everybody can hear me, but the network is breaking.
Yes, we can hear you. I think I hardly had network problem because of the device. I'm surprised what is happening today, but we hope be good to go with it. Thank you.
Okay. Now we have to start the program proper, and we'll come back to you, Prof. To kindly start the program by introducing the modules that we are going to take and the process of taking these modules and the modules we are going to start with today. I also want to solicit on behalf of the students if probably we can have another day's session in view of the current network challenges, maybe tomorrow or later in the day tomorrow or towards evening tomorrow, if it's okay by you, so that we can have an additional session to make up for this today that is being marred by poor network connection. However, that is subject to your approval.
Okay, let's see how we can go. Let me find out. Can you see my slide? I'll be asking you a question. You'll be responding.
Yes, I can.
Can you see my
Yes,
slide, please?
Yes,
okay.
I can.
Please always, very good. Thank you very much. So this is, okay, thank you. This is what we're doing. I also want you to tell me on the chat box, you know about mastering do for you, and what do you want to know, or what have you known before? What you're posting, what have you known before, or what are your expectations in this program? What are your expectations? What are the areas you want to learn? Notice that I'm frozen. Please draw my attention to it quickly so that I'll be able to know. Only me, my phone is close to me so that I know where I'm going. Nobody is responding. What are your expectations? Is that will help me grow my brand in most African countries. Oh, fantastic. Who again? What standby? What are you expecting? Where do you want to use the certificate if you get one? And then there are and all that. I've not seen people responding as such. Okay. While you are doing that, if you look at it now, you will see that this is what I was expecting you to write and tell me. Number one, first of all, it's not a battle, it's tactics. You use tactics for battle, but you use strategy for war because war is long time. Is what is sustainable. Don't forget there is what we call the sustainable development goals and all that, and what have you sustainable development. Apart from marketing, you need to brand. Apart from finance, you need to account. Where is the money going? Where is the money going to come? Do with it. What you call logistics. You need to also movement from one place to the other. If you look at most of the disruption is because of logistics. There is also transaction that you need to do. You require the needed order. The last mile, how do you source material? How do you gain traction? And how do you reach the customer? Look at here, there is nothing like management as such. Already is governance is at the apex, and then you have management, then you have leadership. What you do is to look at that, but you lead, animate object like people. So the governance is somebody who is a governor. When they say you are a governor, you go. They'll say it's the manager. So what are you managing? He said, that's my manager. No, a manager, we are not. And then they call them the leader. They call them so because it's all about leadership. And then behavior in the organization matter. Then you have in of the market. So if you don't innovate, you don't face the challenges, you don't study. And innovation comes with research. If there's no research to see what is happening, the market trend, you meet and corporate social responsibility. We require ethics in governance, and then we see what can we do, how to do. And this is just what we expect. So let us commend La Plage Metaverse for subsidizing this program. To run a PhD as a professor of many decades of experience is the amount being expected that will start subscribing to certification. Maybe you escape the review upward that will be skills, cost-effective, updated content, flexibility, motivation and inspiration, expert instruction. That is the 1D. In the world is a popular, and people will know that you are able to compress MBA. Then they'll ask you, how do you do it? So it's a program into 1 day. Not everyone can condense that. So the course is just by 9:30. Anything I've said, I've been waiting for a response. I've not seen the response from for this opportunity. Okay, expectation from this call to get me real life scenarios to enable me get maybe 6 mentors. Yes, I would like to know more about practical tools and techniques to handle solely. My expectation is to acquire much knowledge and finance business. Yes, that's good. Thank you for so, Professor. Those opportunities. I want to use knowledge here to expand my skill set and position myself for career. Yeah. I'd like to learn more about it. I would like to. Where are those who are entrepreneurship educators? You don't want to say to unlearn. Very brilliant. Okay, unlearn, learn, and relearn. That is what you're going to unlearn. That is what you know. You need to drop it if it's not in sync with current realities and with global. But you know before you relearn it. This is brilliant. Thank you very much for that expectation. Top-notch guide above great. Where you see what I'm doing, you learn something from it, you post. Hello, can anyone hear me? Am I talking to myself? Coordinator, moderator, are you there, please?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, now we have to start with the introduction to business strategy. True level, you have one, you have the business, you have the functional strategy, but I want you to note that what we are going present in 2 years. This slide you are seeing is 180 something. You don't expect me to finish that in 1 hour or 2 hours. hours. What I want to do is that to tell you what it is. So the nitty-gritty is what we'll be doing in the alumni association. You'll be having some seminars, some workshops, some online offering with you. So because this course, don't forget, it's a 2-year course. We are compressing it into 1 day. You can imagine what it is. So this is what now if you look at, there is the what do you call it? The long-term strategy. And so all the strategy, but the short term, most of the time, that is what makes it short term. Mostly your plan, short term, is between 1 year and 3 years. If your business can survive 5, 10 years, the likelihood of sustainability is there. And then so, what do we mean by business strategy? I've mentioned that and I've spoken about it. Now, don't forget, your strategy is what you intend to do in your business. What is very peculiar to you that people don't know. What you think can give you an edge in the business world. The framework, you built it. And it comes by deep learning. Gain experience from others. You can gain experience from the failure or successes of others. You can get experience to succeed is to learn from other people's failure. So that if thunder strikes twice, you have yourself to blame. How will you exceed in case you get this? What happens is that those who are in paid employment to start planning for retirement. You now told me that it's too early. Retirement is not. If you get a job today, the scenario you want to do, are you planning to exit the business and hand it over, maybe start another one? People you understand the competition, market trend and analysis, clarity of your business objective, all this. So what are the key functions? Operations, strategy, marketing, finance, human resource. Now, you must understand the system of your business. Where do you belong in the business? But your business is linked to other businesses. For instance, if this business is complementary to your business, all entirely, you discover that you'll be out of sync with reality. And that is why outer space, because other businesses will depend on you. You also will depend on other businesses. We've mentioned marketing and sales goes together. They are within the same framework. General management, accounts and finance relation, which can also be subsumed into marketing, business development, and the rest. So research. The research doesn't have to be conducted by you. Sometimes you take a little of your profit or this business, what can I do? And that is why the triple helix, that is, you have the private sector, the public sector, and the academia. Part of your business to help you to train your staff, to help you to guide you, and you see that you'll be doing better. Now, there are various functions. You must get those things clearly. You must get what you're doing. Only that, you can look at the areas, the same thing functioning that are brought here. Fees within the finance, there are key people that, of course, even if you don't have them in your business, you have them. Training consultant and other people that be coming from time to time. And also, You can key in, like me now, I work with the German from them. So when you are doing this business, you link up with them, you learn a lot that more this area. You must identify your functions. Where do you want to function? And I've talked about strategy, where you're going. Let me get your answer now. There are three components: vision, mission, and for me, you are in the chat box. Which one comes first? Vision, mission, and value. Them in order: vision, mission, and value. Number one, number two. Which one is number one? Which one is number two? Which one? Because this will guide you. In the chat box, I want to see the mission, mission. Sorry. Vision. So you must, if you look at defining your strategy, what are the vision? What are the mission? What are the values you want to build in your business? And those things. Me quickly. Which one comes first? Nobody's doing it. Okay, fantastic. Value, vision, mission, value. Most people are putting value as the last. Okay. Yes, mission, vision, value. Yes. To happen today. Now, the first one is value. This, if you don't have the right values, you cannot, your vision will be distorted. There are business with the intention to cheat, to deceive, and that's why we told you right from here. We're not credential. You can go to LinkedIn. I am there. You can go to different particular LinkedIn. Just type my name, Setakusin. That name, anybody will ever have it. So it's not a name that you begin to be. Go to, you see what I've been posting. You see my record. You see my of late rather, but I'm there. So if you have the right values, your business will last. So because it's to build the vision. Vision cannot last if it lacks the right value. After vision, vision is what you are seeing. Vision is not what is not the dream. They work hand in hand. A dream is not what you do when you are sleeping. A dream is what stops you, make you not to sleep throughout the night. It's not when you are sleeping, you say, I'm dreaming. I had a dream last night. No. The kind of vision that stop you from sleeping, that is what we call the kind of dream vision. And then the mission is I've seen in your sleep or in your inability to sleep. But you are, you see how people are doing business, you are not happy about it. You felt that this is not good. They can do it better. Even this program we're doing, you come and say, no, I would have done it this way, I would have done it this way. So you see that the vision is propelling within, arising from the values you have developed in you. Then you now take up the mission, how to accomplish the values in you and the vision of what you have seen. And vision is divided into four. One, you have the hindsight, you have the insight, you have the foresight, and then you have the far side. Vision starts with what past experiences, that's what called the hindsight. And then it moves to present, the inner thing, the values within. You can have the long time with the foresight. So these are things. Let me know whether you are following what I'm doing and the market trend in your business and your strategy you get. I want to see whether you understand all these things I'm doing. Now, let me see posting it. Now, we've talked about this level of strategy, and then we talk about what the strategy, how the tenacity to which you want to execute that strategy matters a lot. Because if you don't have what you call, there are people that are too relaxed, they cannot pursue something to logical conclusion. They lack that strategic it is, and you need to get that clear. And then, so what are the very location, your position determine how you are going to do the strategy. Number two, what are you seeing? Perspective is strategy. How will you be able to see what is next, to hear what is next, to feel what is next? It has to do with the plans must be written plans so that you can be seen. There are times I paste my plans, I paste them, I'll be seeing them to remind me. If you come to my room, you see a lot of pasting of material here and there, easily remind me. There are times you ask me, bring something, I'll just go to where I pasted them, I'll see. Strategy, the patterns. What was a time as I do architecture a bit, I built a structure, and then one day what like my own imprimatur, that is my own idea and whatever. So we went to that just for them to discover that that's even my are there other P's that you know that you want to add to your strategy to make it 7? Let me see the P you want to ideas. Position here, I have passive, I have plans, I have pattern. What other P's do you have? Can I get that? Yes, money. Okay. Don't forget. Yes, nobody? Okay. And plan, they are all the same. Somebody put preparation. Plans and preparation is play. Okay. Process and perspective, they look alike. Okay. Progress. Okay. Performance strategy. It's part of packaging. Yes. Periodic. Prosperity. Yes. Proof. See what I do. There is so the piece of marketing. You can bring the strategy of management. By here are not just jokers. You know your onions, and I'm very proud of that. And I think we should go. Planning is strategy because you need to have that strategy, because if there's no plan, your strategy doesn't make any sense. So this is what you need to know. And what are the strengths in strategy? You can. There's what they call the PEST, the political environment, the economic environment, this metal and all that. So we need to scan the environment. Okay, so we've mentioned this P strategy, corporate benefit of corporate level strategy, vision, portfolios, and what have you. So you can see that here, this what we make is that we require, because you must ensure that you are a lot of calls. You have to cheat it. You have to, some will be low calls, some will be high calls, some depends on the strategy. if you want to develop a competitive strategy, what market do you belong to? What is the industry competition? What will give you the strategy that is an edge over those in the market. Very, very important. And so, if you study of Microsoft, or Apple here, Apple Incorporated, you see that in area at the time there is software. iOS, we are currently in iOS 18.2 is the one we're expecting now. That you see that there's innovation every year. That's why I'm putting them on age. So their bot is there. They don't want to work with any other one, like what do you call the one using in Samsung? They try to differentiate themselves, but the way competition is going on, they have to be careful. So that is what gives them competitive advantage. So they have their software, they have their hardware as well. So there are so many things we can do with that. Marketing and branding, very, very important. Now, if you look at branding has its purpose and marketing has the product. Consistency, price, emotion, promotion, flexibility, play, and employee involvement, and all that. So this is very important to have the marketing. So if you look at the 7P of marketing, you have the product, the price, the promotion, the place, the people, the package, and the process. So from there, you can incorporate the branding. Your branding is, look at Metaverse, Plage Metaverse, the brand, and you can see this what we sell internationally. We have people here from Sierra Leone, we have people from Ghana, we have people from other countries here that we're working together, Nigeria, and what have you. So it's a brand like that. So the same thing here, you have it there. Hopefully you have this there. What are the fundamentals that we have to learn? Segmentation, target, urgent, positioning, and so on and so forth. So if you look at it here, you'll be able to see that segmentation is very important. You segment, you determine which customer if you want to be followers or followers and like that. So you have to get this in, because there are big organizations that cannot bring themselves down to market the level. So you take charge of that and build it. What are the mix? How do you mix all this together? The place, the product, the promotion price. This is where people face challenges. They are unable to mix this, and then they mix everything together. So if you have the product, where is the place to sell it? At what price do you want to do it? What are the promotional activities you want to be doing to get it? For instance, if you see what we're doing, the promotional activities to give you, the package for free. And then from there, you can also, if you want, you can now patronize us if you enjoy, the package that we're giving you. So market segmentation is there. You can segment using geography, that is location, demography, age, gender, income, and other. Psychographic, values, goals, need. And for instance, now, if you look at today, if you go to some of this site, like, you go to Google, you go to YouTube, you go to all those places, how to market a product to you. So you can do that. And if you need help, you can also contact Plage Metaverse, and so that some of those people, there are people who are vegetarian. They may not eat meat. So it will be a waste of time to start telling. There are other people again, they don't wear suit. You can't go to them and be selling suit. But even if they don't do it, if you're a good wear shoes. And so an American company sent one of their field officers to go to that place. Shoes. He came back to them that those people don't wear shoes, there's no market. So they sent another person. He said, well, this is a huge, so we're going to give them shoes. So the market is huge. Please come and set up the factory. So it depends on what you're seeing. I tell my student, right answer, there's not a wrong answer. It's just the right strategy will matter. So no strategy, there you go. So market segmentation is it, 5 bases of business market segmentation, customer operating, purchasing, situation, opportunity, tailor-made product, and then product development and design. Very important, okay? So target market segmentation, market targeting, positioning, we'll talk about that. What is market positioning? Involve arranging relative to competition in the market. So very important to have that. So you see positioning process, introduction to some of us are going to get everything that is here, almost everything, because so that you look at it, you're saying, alumni, so some questions to be sent into the platform. There are strategies to begin to give you. You also will help you, to guide you, navigate you through those disruptions. About this a lot. It means we talk about we've done this branding, definition, we've done that, and all that. So I want you to do branding. I want you to see financial fundamentals. Those of us in the stockbroking, I don't know whether they are stockbrokers here. You understand? We normally talk about to look at financial fundamentals. Follow the money. Is the money going? What are the balance sheet? And remember, we normally have challenge with people. Be a financial guru and also be a human resource manager. There are times you can get people fairly average, then you get consultant that will be coming to put them through. This way, you are developing match the two together. So you cannot afford to say you want to do anything, you want to produce a balance sheet, you have bookkeeping and all those statements. And again, so you know what is your liability when you are dealing with this. An asset is what, take note of that. Your personal car is a liability if it's not bringing money. You are not using it to do your business. To drive to work and come back, buy fuel, repair it, and all that. So it's going to become a liability. So your 20 rule, what is bringing money to the organization? You must know that if any liability alone, never do everything on your own. You cannot go far that way. You must get people that will complement you in the things you can learn. There is finance for non-finance professionals, and then you can go for that course. So, but it's result in production, in marketing, in strategy. You must be part and parcel of everything to serve. Then this is just what it's not masters of no. You must be a master of the business. You have to understand finance. You don't understand finance. This is just the secret of it for you to be familiar with. So you must learn some ratios. Ratios is very important. Don't forget now, there are platforms, there are programs, there are apps, there are, a lot of scientific way to get all this in. They put it on your laptop, everything will be going to be working automatically, automated, and then you'll be getting the facts. You don't have to do all these things themselves. We have a lot of high-tech companies that can do this for you, and then be sure that you reach out to them. And as I said, anytime you need assistance, you need wherever you are, you reach out to us in Metaverse, and they will tell you what to do. So Ratios, how is the profit? There are times people don't know how to calculate profit. They don't know how liquid they are. They don't know how to leverage ratios. They don't know efficiency. Like in accounting, there's what we call the camel. Camel is, of course, it's an animal that is found in the desert. So the C there in the camel has to do with cash. At every time there should be cash in the bank so that you can take fast move and decision when it comes to anything. Then there is asset, is camel. The A there is asset. And then the M there is management. You must have a team that can deliver whether you're there or not. Don't forget that there's sometimes you think you are running a business, not knowing that you are just doing a one-man thing. A business is a system. When you are not there, it will work. So anytime you are not there and the business cannot work, it's a one-man business. So you must understand this ratio, efficiency ratio. What are you expecting from the worker? What's the productivity? The worker must be productivity. It's not that 3 people will be doing one man's job. No, there's no productivity there. So you will get efficiency ratio, you will get all this ratio very clear. There are many types of ratio. You can also calculate that. You get a financial ratios, very, very important. Sometimes when I'm supervising PhD student, when you see that they write their abstract, when they write their abstract, they've done regression, they've done calculation, you will not see it there. As okay, your conclusion, your summary and conclusion, where do you get it from? Is it not from your ratios, from your coefficient, from your statistic, from all those things you calculated? Anybody who is just financially literate, literacy, there's financial knowledge. You must combine the two to understand the ratio, to understand what is going on in this. So this is, well, how do you allocate resources? These are very much important data. Business, you know where the business is doing well, you concentrate there and try to expand. By the time it's settled, you can move to other places. Prioritize the tasks, optimize resource allocation, cease collaboration. Sometimes you ask. So allocation of resources is very important in business. People don't know how to allocate. They don't know how to put their money. You put your money, they say, where you feel. So resource allocation, very important in your business. You learn how others are doing it. But it's not every time you get the free. The free version at times, I may not give you every detail. So sometimes you have to pay for it. Sometimes lead so that you can learn the nitty-gritty. Very important. You have to see the allocation and this thing. And you must understand break even. You are the minimum but at least to take care of yourself. That's the first point. If it will not give you extra cash, I used to talk in the stockbroking that do you want to sleep well or do you want to eat well? So you be so if you want to sleep, of course, you cannot eat well. If you want to eat well, you cannot sleep well. So if at all, well, with quadrant, first quadrant, of course, is somebody who is doing a one-man business. Then there is the employees. The employees have one pay, and fantastic. So you must. So what we say in stockbroking is that at least the investment, we should not reach our capital, so we must break even. Take note of that, very, very important. So there are various formulas, analysis. Of course, there are business analytics. Now, nobody crack his brain. If you go to Apple, now you go to Google, you go to various places. Now, nobody is asking you what degree do you have, what certificate. You come and tell us their MBA. Some people I can tell you, as a teacher of MBA, there are people that just come to write exam. They've never attended classes one. You are far, far, far better than many people out there that call themselves ABA holders. Look at you have come here, you have attended class, you're going to attend class for 2-3 hours. Since morning, you'll be receiving update, you'll be receiving videos, you'll be receiving this. What again are you talking about? Everything covered in a day. There are some, even when they do not come to class, I have them. There are some like that, I mark their script, nothing to write them about. They don't even read it. Look, for you to even be here is an achievement. Just to appear here, you have achieved. So it's not all about the MBA certifications. What can you do with it? What do you know? Do you know about strategy? How will you improve this business? There are people that, different kind of people. There are people that matter. Now, as I'm rounding lose standard, there are time when pressure, what we learn in the management is that when there is pressure, will compromise. Lean management. Today, economies all over the world are facing serious reality. Inflation is rising everywhere, and then unemployment is rising at the same. So that's what takes us to the mystery index. People are serious in mystery and all that. So what are we going to do? We must understand the process. If the process is not going right, if you look at most of the pressure here, I've talked about it, the 4 pillar essential procurement matter. How do you source material? You get them at the cheapest place. If not good in negotiation, you'll be buying materials expensive in the wrong place. There are times you have this in. If you're manufacturing, it has to do with one, production. What are you selling? If you're into it's from there, the distribution. That is where the supply chain comes in. How would that product Tom shoe? I have it. I hope it's somewhere there. I've forgotten. Last time I wear it and all that. Tom shoe doesn't have a factory. He's producing one of the best shoes all over the world. I bought it, I use it. And what you do, and you go to factories and design and they negotiate how much they'll be producing each pair for him. And then shoes will you have? Then you have people, he use when he get those retailers, he was able to DHL or some of these agencies that are into logistic and all that. And then you get his money and pay all that you need to pay. You need to settle all the supplies and what have you. So the distribution matters, and that's where supply chain, you must know it. You must understand logistics. Very, very important calls and area to learn from. So Amazon supply chain dominance is too much. And of course, if you look at what is happening, BNB and all this, they don't have hotels, but see the chain of network that they have. The world today is governed by tech, is governed by the internet, is governed by Internet of Things and all that thing. It's not governed by the physical things you see. If you look at, we use Uber, we use Bolt, and but they control vehicles all over the world. So these are the areas that you must understand. How do you logistic and supply chain essentials is all about. So supply chain, very important. You see the product are moving. You don't be there. If you organize it very well, they can by rail or whatever means you can do your supply chain, but make sure you understand the arithmetic of the set production is to be completed until the production reach the final consumer. So you must get that. So as for supply chain professional, analytical mind, you'll be able to see beyond your nose, how to solve problems. You are going to be running your business very expensive and you cannot compete. If you cannot increase profit, so there are two things of course, profit maximization and cost minimization. How to balance the two is a skill. And then, of course, like in marketing, we say, how do you do that? So the cross of the matters that you need to settle. So these are stages in supply chain. I think I should go about leader. Leadership is not a person. So you can talk about the leader. Of course, it's a process and it involves behavior. Behaviors in leadership very, very up and important. It has to do with styles of leadership. The style you want to bring. There are people that call themselves servant leader. Well, you are there to serve your customers. You know, I've gone to a place, I go to a hotel and stay, they say, no, that's how they do it in the restaurant. They don't see themselves as working together. I said, this way, no. Okay, no. You are that. We are here to serve the customer. We are not, sir. You go to some banks and some places, you see that when you come, you say, no, that's the guys parking there, one of the leaders parking there. The brand manager, the branch head is the one of the customer, that the customers are their bosses. And so this is what you need to understand, that you give the customer people that their leadership is what we come up profit, is performance driven. Well, it's good. We talk about outcome, but categories, transactional and transformational. They look at position, character is notion, leaders' behavior, followers' heart. You know, so you must be a transfer, not transactional, what is coming up. Those who are transformational, they look at the vision. Where are we headed? Which there. So they are working on the vision, okay? We have different leadership theories. We're not here to talk theory. It's just to look at practical way we do. And you have to be studying your leadership style. There is what we call the, we have a platform where we test our leadership style. And then if you go to that platform, 16 characters of leadership is there on the platform. I can't remember now. If you go there, you test your leadership, they'll be asking you questions. And after that, they'll assess you. They'll look at the temporary everything. They'll be able to tell you your leadership style. So it's good, it's so that you know the areas you need to. Not only being a servant leader, you must be transformational. There are traditional leaders, servant leader, but business that want to change the system for the better, then you miss it altogether. Okay, so we have various theory. I said the theory, but what to tell you in business school or MBA and all that, these are very, very get these behaviors. You understand it, emotional intelligence and the rest of them, you will see that you are better for it. And own time, because you may not be able to finish everything at once today, you must get intelligent. There is the question that you know all about and all that, but how to manage your emotions. How to transmute anger into calmness. In fact, the most intelligent person is somebody and face the front. He who forgives, those who, they say that the weak revenge, intelligent ignore. So you are expected to learn how to transmute your emotion into better. Miss your cool. He said the best time to succeed is to learn how to be calm. If you learn it, you're going to be not only an order. So entrepreneurship mindset, that's what we do here, to develop the mindset of entrepreneurship. Better at what you're doing. If you run your business, even if you're an employee, make sure you deliver. They are not excuse makers. Effort don't count. It's result that count. Nobody deal with people who have put all their efforts. So this is what we need to see in our business. Whether you are starting or you are doing this in critical thinking, very, very important in your business. And we'll talk about ethics in business. Of course, John Maxwell said that there's no ethics in business, that every business requires ethics. If you want to succeed, people must trust you. Once they trust you, you are better for it in your business. So this is what we need to do and we get. So we look at quiz. You answer this quickly. What are the 4 P's of marketing? Define break-even analysis. Name 3 leadership style. Let me see anyone you want to take it as we round up in the chat box. Please, I want to get it. So what are the 4 P's that you learn? What are the break-even points that you learn? What are the leadership style that you've learned? Let me see whether you're following me. Okay, nobody's there. I see some people are not acting. They are just sitting there looking. You came here for a purpose. Participate and let me see what you can do. Don't forget the 4 P's. Can you tell me now of marketing? And then can you also tell me the break-even analysis, the leadership style we've learned? Let me know whether you're there with me. Good, good. I'm still waiting. Thank you. Yes, nobody yet, nobody yet. Okay, somebody mentioned national leadership. If you mention, like, yes, the 4 P's, production, pricing, promotion. I even gave 7. You can give the 7. I expect somebody to put it there quickly. Yes. Okay, yes. Servant leader, yes, you got it. What is supply chain doing there? Who put supply chain? What are you trying? Pricing, planning, production, yes. What are the break-even? Nobody has mentioned break-even. Is it a difficult thing to make? Nobody has mentioned. Only I see that because the 4 P's are easy to get and all that. You have earned your certificate. Congratulations. Please, I beg you, try to enroll to get that thing I put there. You can see my do and all that. So we look forward to engaging you more. So you can do a lot. Thank you very much. Break even is a point at which you are okay. Break even, is it into it or taking loans to run it? Well, very good. But don't forget that taking loan is not bad in your business. You become bankrupt, you may cover for years, if not for life. So there's nothing wrong with that. And then, but we want to say that they don't. But you want to expand the business that you want to do. But at that point, the business, of course, is not stressing you. You are when the point at which a business revenue equals total fixed and variable costs. Okay, course. Okay, that's all right. That's meaning a total cost. Once you say total cost, you are okay. So cost control measures identify areas for cost reduction to improve profitability, investment decision, provide valuable insight. Fantastic. I can see now. Please go ahead and tell me other things that you learn. Three things: what you unlearn, what you learn, and what you relearn throughout what you are doing. Let me see. What did you learn? What did you unlearn? What did you relearn? I want to get that then round up and I'm finished. Okay, let me see those who gave me. What did you learn? I want to see creativity. I want to see innovation. I want to see what you do. There are things you learn that I did not even say. Some things you get because up and you are that that vibrant. What did you unlearn? What did you learn? What did you relearn? Just like somebody posted. I want to see that. Nobody is saying it. Nobody, what did you do last time? It's a one-day MBA, 2 years program in 1.5 hours. It's a lot. So break even refers, yes. I want to see for you. What did you learn? What did you unlearn? What did you relearn? We get those three things, then we'll run up. Everybody should be looking at the chat box because today is that the business landscape is dynamic. Of course, it is dynamic. It's not static. Phone will not be there because already Elon Musk is already bringing disruption. We may not be from the internet, from coming from outer space. Okay, so what did this person learn? He learned leadership style, production, rebranding. Something that I did not even say. We must be ready to serve the customer. Of course, it's customer-centric business. And I need that now. I have to value. Very good. Produce value. Brilliant. Okay. Bringing into your business, it will guide you what you will tell your staff. Era is need for rebranding. Fantastic. You need to. I thought somebody would tell me about. So what I sort of call competition. You cooperate with your competitor so that you build business. In a form of fantastic business management, leadership style, branding. Fantastic. I've learned putting off flyer destination. Okay, fantastic. Leadership is not a destination. It's not a destination. It's a process. I'm seeing it. Very much commend you. You have demonstrated that you've come for the MBA class, but that is not all. This is just the alumni association where we'll be sharing, mastermind. We share experiences together about strategy. I learned up and down new ways of increasing sales in my business. Fantastic. You would have told us that new ways of doing. Yeah, establish a business that can take care of its daily overhead to enable it bring. Yes. I want more. Is very important. That's integrity. Correct. You see, it's bringing the value. I say integrity of business. We don't cheat customers. We don't do this. Fantastic. Integrity is the watchword. If there's no integrity, everything is lost. If the business doesn't have that is most important. Follow mission and vision statement of business. Fantastic. Position, yeah. There's no need for me to do any summary. Value come first, then vision, and then then mission. Correct. Fantastic. Ethics and integrity. The key of ethics is integrity. I learned that in MBA, the idea is to maximize profit. Once you learn, certificate you get is what you can do. And if somebody say you have a one-day MBA, you tell him it's not about the certificate, it's what I can do. Certificate in business is the skill, the capacity, the attribute you bring to the business that matter. Certificate don't matter. Years ago, and also I'm a professor, I've gotten this. It's not about those skills. I'm doing entrepreneurship. It's not what I learned in school. I never learned. I mean, the opposite. I learned that MBA widening every day. So it's not all those people that go and write exam. There's no exam here. The exam here. And so vision pushes another. Thank you very much. I wish you the best. One day MBA isn't about the certificate, but what you do with correct. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the certificate. This is what we say in our local colors, certificate. That is to sabi, you know how to do certificate. People steal certificate. People go to countries here and there and go and buy it. We have caught so many people with fake certificate. So, but you, what you are getting there, you are passed through the school. This is not certificate of attendance. It's not certificate of mere participation. It is certificate of skill development. You have acquired the skills. You are there yourself. You participated. When we start the alumni session, you are going to be gaining so many things that I do. You are going to be but a process and a patient. Fantastic. You are qualified for the certificate. Because we are going to elect those who will be president of the alumni, those who will be secretary, those who will be treasurers, if any, whatever work and build an association we start today. I want to bring some of you. You may join some of my business. Some of you, if you can join my PhD. You are going to do the PhD and get it. If you want masters, I can get you. And those things are online. Genuine University that are registered, that do build a business. What else do we do? And what else will we not do? Thank you very much for today. My best wishes always. Because as it is now, it's not all about questions and answer, but it's about what you have gained in the business. Thank you very much. Can I hear some claps? You can clap just with your hand. Raise up your hands. Very good. Well done. It shows you are getting me. Thank you very much. Best wishes. I don't know whether there are answers. Is there time for questions and answering? Because this one, I think, is like it's a free course. Take it or leave it. But let's get in touch with our moderator to tell us. Dr. Prosper, are you there, please? Dr. Prosper.
Yes, let me unmute him.
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Prosper, are you there?
They are getting.
Dr. Prosper, please unmute yourself.
Okay. I am.
Okay, so you are welcome. We've rounded this. I say well done.
Thank you, Professor Akutsi. Yes, if you are given time, you will keep uploading and uploading, and we keep downloading and downloading from you because you are a fountain of knowledge as far as business, entrepreneurship is concerned. And I think we are beginning to see why we should be here. I want to believe that every single student here is thanking his stars or her stars that he or she did not miss this. And for those that are not here, please let them know exactly what is going on. We will try to record this program so that you can replay it and have access to it. And you have between now and Saturday next week to decide whether you want to join the alumni. What makes you become a member of the alumni is when you make your payment, you get the certificate, and you are added to that group. Otherwise, for now, you are free to just take the lecture and build yourself up as far as your business or business is concerned. Okay, over to you, Dr. Prosper FNI.
Okay.
Dr. Prosper.
Yes, I'm on my way. I want to share my screen with you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I'm sure you can see my screen now. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Everybody, yes. I want to sincerely thank our erudite prof. Because prof has spoken, I have more to do. But however,
Yeah, please.
Shonai Osa Prosper is my name.
Okay. Doctor, please, you may need to go to full screen for your PowerPoint so that we can get. This is okay. This is MS Word, right? Or PowerPoint.
So
this is PowerPoint. So maybe you can go to full screen.
Okay.
Go to slideshow and just so that we can.
Okay. Is it better?
So you go to slide. Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Prof, for doing so much within the limited time he had at his disposal. Business acumen, business management is by no means a small feat. It's something. What Prof just went through now is what people do in 2 years, what people do in 24 months. However, what is important is the knowledge we're going to gain and then being able to apply it in our various businesses. It's my expectation that with all we are doing tonight, it will bring us profits. It will make us to move to the next level in life. So we're going to be looking at other areas, or we're going to emphasize more on, add to what Prof has said this evening. You all understand that you will all understand that one of the most critical issues in business, in life, is money. Is finance. The reason why we set up business, it is because we want to make profits. I emphasize again, the reason why we set up business is because we want to make profits. But beyond that, in addition to making profits, there is also what we call shareholders' wealth maximization. Shareholders' wealth maximization. But for simplicity, I will just discuss on profits. Profits is not as easy as we think. It has to do with a lot of input strategies, like Prof said, marketing strategies, all the strategies you can think about. Everything you went through in what Prof took us and what I'm going to do now, they are all geared towards the profit. The thing that is so important in organization is the vision of that organization. It has to do organization. Why would you set up a business? Of course, like I said, the major reason we set up businesses is nobody wants to lose. And I'm happy Prof said something about break-even points or break-even. Break-even of it or you are making any loss. Is a point where total revenue is equal to and suppose you have a filling station, you run a filling station and you have invested, say, 200 million in your filling station to establish it. Of course, you invent that business is simply called break even. So today, and the first concept I want to look at is finance. What exactly is finance? What exactly? Money. Finance means money. And the money here means anything that is generally acceptable of goods and services and in settlement of debts. Anything you can use to make payment is called money. Exists as bank note. Money exists as what we call near money or representative money. For example, not a bank per se, but it's something that has a very high level of liquidity, which can be go through conversion, or it can be utilized as bank notes. Simply, it's also called step because we are all in business, and the reason for business is to of money. What exactly the scope of finance? Finance exists in different forms and in different institutions. Money markets. We have capital markets, public finance, insurance, pension. All these are institutions and agencies that trade solely on money. Is critical and knowledge is power. I would like to let us know that the market represents institutions that are into short-term securities. Some short-term securities, that is, there are tools, there are instruments that are used to trade. Commercial is one of those institutions that are, or what we now call money development money banks. Say deposit money banks. Deposit money banks, they are also called commercial banks. Well, they make money on short basis, and they use what we call short-term securities. For example, they use check. You see in commercial banks, they are basically on short term. That is why our banks at the end of every month, they will tell you, oh, this is the interest that your savings bank has a statement telling you that if you check your email sometimes every month, some very good banks of your bank account per time. So the apex, the central bank of Nigeria is the apex, is they are the ones controlling the money market. Financial institutions that are involved in short-term securities, apart from the CBN, the change, or if you like, borrow the change. Though it's a French phrase, it is better called BDCs. Or they do the actual exchange of foreign currencies. You want to change from naira to see these institutions, we call them bureau de change. Then sometimes experts sometimes classify microfinance banks, although they are seen as specialized, they are established for the purpose of serving the poor or low income. Micro banks are established. Micro means small. Finance, small finance, small of meetings of the poor or meeting the needs of low income earners. But as it is today, microfinance banks are not just serving the poor, they are also trading as if they are in commercial banking. So that's a little bit about the money market. We have the stock exchange. Everything about stocks is about what we call long-term securities. Globally, or rather in Nigeria, we have an agency of government we call Security and Exchange Commission. Security and Exchange Commission is the apex. They are the ones controlling the capital markets. The capital markets, again, like I told you, they are into buying and selling of shares, and SEC regulates them. Now, the commercial annex or the agency of government that does this transaction between those investing in the stock market and those buying as well, buying and selling of shares, we call them the exchange or the Nigerian exchange. It used to be called the Nigerian Stock Exchange, but the name has changed now. It is now the Nigerian Exchange. They buy, they sell shares on behalf of or that's a place where we trade. And if you are going to buy shares, or you're going to sell shares, you go through people who are certified by government when stock brokers. They are not only professionals, they are not only possessing exchange, they are also seen as experts who can guide you, who can tell you exactly what you want or how. Currently, not too long, Zenith Bank they sold theirs recently. I think the major reason why the major reason for people to buy shares, the major reason is that they really want to recapitalize. They want to you have a company, you want to boost your capital, you can also go through and invest in your company. And the reason why they are investing in your company is for the company to raise capital. In finance is also called your equity shares. And then boost the capital of that particular company. What it means is that at the end of the it to be given profit that is given to shareholders. Who is a shareholder? Share rights. Somebody who has ownership rights in a company, whether it is private limited or against by buying of the shares, it simply means that you have right to dividend. Again, what is dividend? It is given to a shareholder after they have declared profits, net profit after profit after interest, net profit after every deduction. Whatever is left, it means shareholders. And what do they do to that money? Two things. One, the whole back to business, depending on the policy shareholders will take, depending on the steps shareholders will take. So on this profit we have generated this year, let's do say about 70-30%. Let's invest. And when that is done, it will increase the business capital. When you reinvest part of your profit into the capital, retained earnings, that part of the profit that is going to be plowed back into your business. Then the other part of holders, we call that dividend. So dividend, take note, for those of us who have not been involved in finance, and distribute amongst shareholders. Apart from money market and capital market, public financial management, we have insurance, we have pension. All these are institutions seen in the. Before I make, I hope everybody can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. You can hear him, just type yes.
Okay. Functions of finance. Your organization, what does your organization use finance or money to do? What, I repeat again, take note. I heard Prof when he mentioned strategic goal, vision statement, core value. We must all understand that we must not use the money of our businesses indiscriminately. I remember in my early days in as an what was business law, we were made to know that there is what is called corporate personality. Corporate personality is that your business, your establishment, your company, your organization is a different entity. Of course, you are one of the shareholders, you may be the chairman, you may be the everything. But again, you must separate your business from yourself as an individual. So that name, what the law sees as a business enterprise, is called corporate personality. And on no ground should you use the money indiscriminately. You will be eating deep into what is called capital. And in accounting, there is what we call drawings. Drawings means that you are withdrawing back. And if you do not pay back, it affects the capital negatively. Now, we will not get to draw as the only business without paying back. It will now reduce the quality of your capital. The ideal thing is for you to be paying yourself salary, and don't pay yourself salary that will affect your business negatively. What major roles money play in our organization? I repeat with emphasis again. Or associated money we have in organization. Permit me to say here the first of investments, or if you don't mind, investment decision. What exactly is investment? What exactly, ladies and gentlemen? In practical terms, investment simply means commitment of financial resources. Forms of investments. We have financial investment. That is what I am interested in now. We have financial investment in human capital. investment in human capital. When we say investment in your health, investment in education. For example, let us assume you are investing in capacity. You are investing to build capacity. You are investing in your education to acquire knowledge. Money spent to maintain your health. Money spent on your health, as in eating healthy, eating precisely vegetables, fruits, reducing your in the regular food balanced diet. Well, we say you are eating healthy, and it simply means you are investing in your health. Then they give you some medication. Indirectly, you are investing in your health. So I'm trying to see how I can investment. So the school fees you paid over time, or you are paying for your kids or your children, as it were, is simply capital. For those of us who go to church, some go to mosque, to listen to what the imam is going to say, the reverend father is going to say, etc. You are investing in your spiritual life. You read the Bible, Quran is investment, but that is not what I am looking at. I am looking at financial investment. Financial resources, commitment of resources. I will explain the term resources later. Committing or receiving a reward. I repeat again, financial investment simply means an endeavor, setting up a business with a view to receiving a reward on. Let me make it very practical. Let's assume 7 million naira, or let's put it this way: Prosper invested in an estate. Prosper he spent about 500 million to build the estates, and then every year money comes back to him. Then at the end of, say, 10 years, he was able to get back what he did initially was called investment. So one of the your business is by investing and investing and investing. It's just like the game of football, basketball, etc. The only way you can remain a winner in the game of football or basketball is to keep scoring and scoring and scoring. Like somebody said something about financial discipline or financial intelligence. It simply means cut down on your costs, reduce your expenses, and invest more, increase your investment, reduce commitment of resources with a view to receiving a reward. What are resources? Of resources, M as in man, money, machine, and resources are things. They could be physical. Some are not really they are tangible. With a view back something. Now, examples. Why do we hire people to human resources? Now we hire people. We hire a personnel to work for us because of what they can. You hire people because they have to improve on the quality of your business. They have to show that oh, what it takes, the mental ability, the mental capacity, and everything to give, to commensurate with that salary in them. Yes, that's the reason why we employ people. For example, you have a manager who manages your business firm on your behalf. Of course, that is for us to be able to surpass our goal. If our goals are not met, it means we are not doing well. Philosopher said, what everybody, every individual is running after success. As success simply means your ability to achieve set targets. Entrepreneur, please set target on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis as the responsible. When you set target, it simply means you are very, very serious. Your business money is not your money. Your business money is for the business and not for you. Your only money is the one that comes to you at the end of the business year by what by the way, what you will see as a dividend. So I've said so more. Okay, yes, 4 M's of resources: man, materials, machine, and man, materials, money, and machine. These are what we call 4 M's of resources. But I want to add 2 more. The other 2 I'm going to add to these resources are technology and time. Technology and time. Ladies and gentlemen, time is also one of the things that calls for investment. You have to invest in your time. Don't abuse the time you're going to spend on your business. If your business resumes at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot be in the business firm by 10 o'clock. What will happen to your customers between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m.? They would have gone to your competitors because they say punctuality is the soul of business. Well, this platform will not afford me, because of time, to really explain what investment appraiser. Investment appraiser. You appraise the investment to make it. If we don't want to call it investment appraiser, we can call it project evaluation. Capital budgeting or investment appraiser is the process of determining whether or not that particular investment is worth it. So number 2 here is in decision, finance. The reason why we keep money in our offices, in our organization, is to sell. If, for example, there are other things you do not really invest in, there are bills. All these are handled by part of the finance you have in your organization. Then there is what is called dividend decision. Dividend to shareholders, because shareholders' wealth must be maximized. He who sows, he who invests to shareholders is simple dividend. Then we have the last one here, which is called liquidity. In finance, in converting an asset into cash. For example, we have a vehicle. Your vehicle is worth 12 is cash. You want to transact business. What do? You have to convert. You have to look for somebody to put all the wealth of your organization. You can put some of them in cash form to be able to. It is tomorrow is 1st December. Congratulations in advance, everybody. And I don't have any statistical data to buttress what I'm going to say. It's 1 month where individuals spend lots of money wanting to complete their houses of their other kinds of projects, expenses with respect to enjoying ourselves, the in December. Now, what am I trying to say here? If you go to between 20th and the first week of January, you will see those days when we were not having we're not having access via our phones or other gadgets, other means. You see, when you go to banks during Christmas period, it's all those to withdraw are more than those to deposit. Sometimes you see the bankers, they will say, oh, if you are going to deposit, what it means is that at that time, that bank does not have, is facing what is called illiquidity, meaning they do not have needed cash to meet customers' demand. So, ladies and gentlemen, as entrepreneurs, we do our transfer here and there. But however, sometimes if you do petty trading, you will need raw cash. So that conversion of raw cash, of assets into raw cash, is simply called financing decision, profit maximization, and wealth maximization. Quick is risk. If anybody tells you business is very simple, it's a big lie. It's a big lie. I can use to equate what we refer to today as business management. I repeat with emphasis. What we see as business management, I mean managing your business, are one, the way a farm, repeat again, the way a farmer, an agriculturist, somebody who's into crop production, crops are doing, to be sure that rodents, birds, animals are not feeding from their maize, their corn, their using. I will use to qualify what business managers do is a nursing mother. You all see how their babies just delivered. You see, when a woman is away from the house, a nursing mother, and the baby signs or symptoms, the experiences that makes the woman to feel that, oh, my baby is crying at home, is a baby. Or a crop producer, a farmer gives to that attention a farmer gives every one of us we are to do to our businesses. However, in managing your finances, in managing your business, there are risks. What exactly is a risk? A risk simply means an exposure to danger. Risks simply means exposure to peril. The likelihood that our business will fail is called risk. The likelihood that we will not meet our targets, our inability to meet with our target, our inability to see failure, business failure, threatening our existence is simply called risk. Risk cannot be eradicated from life completely. Risk has come to stay. Risk is part of human life. The only thing you can do to risk, if you cannot, majorly, is to manage risk. Hence, you hear risk management. All investments involve some degree of risk. So what do we do as business experts or as entrepreneurs? You have to seek various ways of how you can mitigate, various ways of how you can manage risk. There are different forms of risks. There are different forms of risks. I will explain some of them. For want of time, I will not be able to go through all. the major kind of the number one risk that affects everything we do globally, locally, and otherwise is political risk. Pronouncement from Mr. President. Pronouncement on Mr. President can either make or mar businesses in Nigeria. If Mr. President says, yes, I know we are all international student colleagues, some are from different countries. If your own president says that between now and the next 1 week, nobody should come out of the house, everybody will stay indoors. Who suffers? Everybody suffers. Government will lose some form of money because government individuals make money on daily basis, entrepreneurs in particular. For example, during the COVID era into liquidation. Liquidation in finance simply means folding up of business, winding up of companies. We say it has gone into liquidation. It means the collapse of a business firm. Yes. Statement made by executive arm of government. Yes. Statement made in Nigeria, not globally. Like I said, the COVID era. Apart from the COVID era, we had what was called global meltdown. Global meltdown. I think the to do with mortgages. You know, mortgages were collapsing. What I'm trying to say with political risk is that flood in Borno State in Nigeria not too long ago, they experienced flood. Natural disaster, if you don't mind, typhoon, earthquake, all of these are risks to finances, our finance, as well as our businesses. Economic risk. I give you an example of economic risk. Economic risk sometimes is seen as market risk. And economic risk or market risk are in various forms. They exist as or examples of economic risk could be interest rate risk, interest rates. Interest rate could rise, it could fall. The Monetary Policy Committee increased from I think 25 to 27.5%, meaning there's an increase in 2.5%. It's also going to affect business negatively. It depends on who is managing. It depends on who is managing. Inflation is going to rise, and sometimes the prices of things in the market are still going to this technical risk. Human resource risk is the risk of employing somebody that will crumble your business. You wrong personnel to manage your business. Technical risk, without paying back your money, without paying back what you owe the banker, is credit risk. Or that you're going to lend risk. All these are various forms of risk. So this evening, I want to say to you all boldly, manage risk. What it means is that from this day onward, you must be very, very if you're not proactive, it means you cannot manage your business because you have to foresee what kind of business negatively. Now, before I conclude on finance, there is what we call time value of money. Time value of money is also called time preference for money. I repeat again, time value of money is also called time preference. That the you hold today, the dollar you owe today, the naira you owe today, the in value what it should buy next year. For example, you are having 100 naira buy today may not be able to buy in the future. Preference of $10 today vis-a-vis $10 say in a year, in a year's time, because value of money. Why you will see business holders, those who lend money, they will addition to capital, the addition to principal, that added in principal rather is called interest, but majorly we'll put it in percentages. Or the interest on your principal is going to cover up for $10 today, equivalent of $15 next year. So the $5. So when you go to bank, at the end of the day, if you run a savings account and banks now add to your money, maybe the bank has one additional million, it means it's worth 30 million. That 1 million naira, at that one, it's covering up for so many things. And for want of time, I will not be able to delve into the mathematics of what is called, yes, with time value of money, you can predict your future value in as much as you have what amount do you have now? It's called your present value. What is the future value of that present value? Mathematically, it can be because I don't have a board here so that I can demonstrate. But what future value will look like. Now, I hope time permits me. I love this so well. Leadership. Leader. For every one of us who's an entrepreneur, who has a business, what it simply means that you are a leader. Who is someone, or before them, leadership, I have this preamble. Leadership is better. It's our responsibility to help to ensure that on daily basis, monthly basis, our workforce is getting better, or our personnel are getting better. It's either you are helping to build capacity, you hire people like us to come and help them to build capacity, or if they are not building capacity, they cannot help you to build your business. Now, may I say here that the of the leaders are to optimize resources. I repeat again, the success of every ability to manage resources. What are the resources in your organization? Like I told you, 4 M's. And what now? Remembering one, I've forgotten now. Man, money, and 2 others. Every this platform, you have the responsibility of managing them. Somebody who is to use the people, who is able to use his workforce to make more money for his organization. manager is somebody who's able to use the limited amount of money he has to make more money for his organization. Business leader. A business leader is somebody who is able to galvanize through technology and make more money for his organization. Hey, business leader, everything you must think through must be profit, 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 profit. Or otherwise, you could be fired. That is somebody who understands the importance of employees. Your chief goal simply makes you a leader. It makes you a leader. Please make good use of all your resources. It's only when you make good use of your resources, man. Good profit. What is leadership, ladies and gentlemen? What labor or the behavior, the art of influencing? This is not military leadership now. This is civil leadership, not military leadership. As a businessman, as an entrepreneur, your responsibility is to make sure you influence the behavior of your workers through their job schedules, through their job description, through their activities, in ensuring they help you to achieve the goal of your business. I repeat again, leadership, business leadership simply means the ability to influence all your workers through their activities with a view to helping you to make your to achieve your objective. Who is a leader? A leader is someone who has followers. A leader is someone who has followers. The person who is charged with the responsibility of influencing activities of others simply is called a leader. A leader is somebody who gives you results. A leader must be result oriented. Hence, there is what we call leadership or result oriented leadership. Please, ladies and gentlemen, always think of result oriented leadership. Now, leadership skills. Leadership skills. There are certain skills. I will just pick 3 here. I will not be able to do all. I will just pick 3 because of time, so I can look at other areas. As a leader, if you must succeed, your ability to succeed is anchored on a few things I am going to say. Number 1, business leaders. You must recognize that being a leader is not just a title. Being an entrepreneur is not just a title, it's a responsibility. It's just like I said earlier on. I like the model. I've always loved the model of a nursing mother. I have always used a nursing mother as a business leadership model. Every not self a child mother is always after the welfare of the child. The same thing goes for a crop farmer. The farmer is always after his animals. The farmer is always after his crops. So I want to say here, affects you as an individual. You must not allow risks. You must not allow anything negative to have failed. And it's my expectation that you mustn't fail. So have a goal, you have a vision to achieve, you have the mission statement, you have values. Leader. The fact that you are leading does not make you a leader, but that you are able to achieve is one of the most influential leadership skills. What is creativity? ability to formulate things that will take your business to the next level. What is innovation? Innovation simply means an extension, an advancement, and 1903 or 1904, the Wright brothers, Olivet and Wilbur Wright, what happened? They came up with Wright brothers more than a century ago. It's not the same aircraft we are flying today. Say here is that all leaders in the house, business owners in the house, when you are asleep, you must be thinking of your business. It's only when you are thinking, you must be passionate. With emphasis, it is passion. Enthusiasm drives creativity. Nothing drives creativity is better other than yourself, or except you want to hire people who as a think tank for 2 whole hours, and we are still discussing with case studies. So what you do, I would like you on creativity. I'd like you to look at owners doing better than you are doing now. Model, think of what kind of methodologies they are adopting in their business. Please do a thorough study. Tell me some words of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is somebody some of us know very. There's one of the persons who try to imitate in business. The man said, number 3, intelligence and energy and integrity. And Warren Buffett concluded and he said, in a business owner, if a business owner does not have integrity, I repeat again, without integrity, your business could collapse. I think I am in agreement with him. It said about Bill Clinton some years ago. Remember, Bill Clinton was one time American president, and somebody and said, were it not for the error Bill Clinton made, best president ever. So, ladies and gentlemen, irrespective of anything, in the long run, professionalism simply means competence. Our time will fail me to look at all of those now. Maybe I will just pick 1 or 2 things from here. Principles of corporate governance. Principles in the public service, I know too, civil service as it were, federal civil service in Nigeria, they have 12 principles. Is rule of law. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact that you are the owner of the business, please don't so ultra-vires in law simply means exceeding your power, exceeding your constitutional power. On use machete to hit somebody. No, your office should have what is called handbook that contains. Don't step on people's toes as the owner of the business. Like I said, we have rule of law. And the 12th pillar of corporate service, welfare of the people, welfare of the people. He that must give you results. All right. The person, the individual, the people that will deliver Al Maktoum. I repeat again, Sheikh bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Al Maktoum said something I will always cherish. Al Maktoum's style of leadership is anchored on the people. The people. He said he wants his people to live a better life now and not after 20 years. And they ask him, why are you building all of these skyscrapers and everything? He said, I want my people to have a very, very good form of education, to have health, and not in the future, but now. So I am suggesting to you, business owners, please anchor your strategies on your people wants to help build your business. As leaders, there are key traits. I will skip this because Prof has said a few things on this. Then I will quickly say this on leadership. Managing decision. As an entrepreneur, your most difficult job is not even to manage risk. Entrepreneur is not risk. Hello, somebody?
Yes, we are with you.
Hello? Okay, fine. I just want to be sure.
Yes.
Management, ability to formulate policy.
We can't hear you. We've lost you, Dr. Efionai. Okay, I think he has been disconnected. Doctor, if you can hear us, maybe you should just disconnect and reconnect back again. Okay, you can unmute yourself now.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. You can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
You can, oh, loud and clear. Oh, thank you. Let me just proceed then.
Okay.
So what the most difficult job of a leader is in decision making. Entrepreneurs, listen to me. The future of your business is framed around the quality decision you make will determine how far you will go as a leader in business. Suggest you build late decisions around or with those that will help you to implement. That will help you to implement are those people you should call together so that they can join in the formulation. Anyone who the formulation will also be willing to input. Once the business is executed, definitely you will not have problem with what? Evaluation. Again, activity of a leader is managing communication, inspiring. Coordinators, I hope you still hear me, sir. Coordinator.
Yes, go ahead. Just go ahead. I can hear
Can
you.
you still hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Now, one of the mistakes I have seen business entrepreneurs made over time is rather motivate their workforce. There are different ways of motivating workforce, two major ways. Financial incentives, and there is what we call non-financial incentives. Better still, motivate people using financial incentives. Well, that may not be done all the time, but what can motivate people is through non-financial incentives. Non-financial meeting, why not you, oh, can we give a hand clap to Mrs. Tokpe or Ibrahim for doing this for us? Non-financial, it can be a hand clap, it can be a pat on the back, it could be a handshake, it could be a smile. Ladies and gentlemen, do everything you can also do everything you can to also get the best and develop them. Here is listening, listening, listening. If you fail to listen, you will fail. Oh. Your customers are the ones who will look at your face and tell you, entrepreneur to listen to them. They are that will give you the feedback. They are the ones that will tell you the truth about what you are doing or what. The last I have here is learning from adversity. Who says failure is not part of life? It's not all the time you succeed. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. At any time you fail, learn from adversity. Why did we fail today? Why didn't we deliver today? What went wrong today? That is why evaluation is key. Evaluation is key. I will skip corporate strategy because Prof said a lot about corporate strategy, and he said a few things about marketing. Let's go to what I would like to call business development. Business development. Business development. Maybe I will stop the class by 90. What is business development? First, what is business in the first skill? At an endeavor, it simply means an endeavor the economic value to what one does. Anything you do that earns an economic value. Then when you are thinking of growth in expansion, then we simply say, in this perspective, is a process that involves identifying, nurturing, acquiring new clients and business opportunities to drive growth and profitability. I love this definition because it has some characteristics, some features I want you to take home. Number one, identify a business. Number two, nurture the business. Number three, look for clients, look for customers. Number four, opportunities, go for opportunities. But sometimes some run away from challenges. I give you an example. I didn't tell you this when I was telling you about creativity. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was the one who manufactured the very first electric. Thomas Edison did 10,000 experiments, 9,999 times he failed. Bob. It was the 10,000th time, he got happened? He had 9,999 challenges. One of the problems, mistakes we make to success when you see some persons fail. Some persons fail lose, break even. Some failed when they were so close to striking that gold. So what is it can also be business and challenges. May I bring this to your knowledge that the man we now call Abraham Lincoln was one president of USA. Abraham Lincoln failed about how many times? 9 times, I can't remember. But in all of this, he contested for Congress. He contested to contested. He only won 2, but he was not satisfied. If I knew I was going to say this, I would have put the challenge that came his way was to contest for the US presidency. In 1860, became American president, despite his adversities and challenges. But still, he became US president. And it is often Lincoln existed as one of the best United States president ever. So business acquire new techniques, new technology, business opportunities, go for them. Then, or if you don't mind, growth. Now, importance of business development. Think of expansion. What growth? Why must you develop your business? If you develop business and money starts coming in, it's going to increase sales. And what is sales in accounting? Sales is your customer relationship. That is, if you are able to manage your customers very well. How that more people are coming to you. Your customer base is increasing. If your you have a good relationship. How do you know you are also doing well when it comes to managing customers? It simply means there is what is called customer expectation, customer satisfaction, exceeding their expectation. That is why we could say you have improved on customer satisfaction. Just a minute, please. Hello, sir. Okay. Sorry, I will go forward. We'll just close at 10:30. I've just gotten a signal that it's almost time. There are processes in managing business development. One, identifying your business goal is very important. Identify the target audience, and all of this we have on the screen. So I'm going to drop my my slide with the coordinator of this program, and I am sure when we see again, it will be we'll have a better platform of doing all of this. Thank you and God bless. Questions, please. Questions, please.
Yes.
I'm sure you have questions. It's almost 9:30, and I don't want to exceed the time given.
Any question, just put it on the...
To me. There are so many things to be done. So questions. If there are no questions, you want to make a contribution, feel very free, please. So if there are no questions, if there are no contribution, I will take it clear, then you understood all that I said. Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, thank you, Dr.
How do these transcripts okay, go ahead, coordinator, sir.
Okay,
yeah, how can we raise how can we capital? So many ways of raising capital. One of them could be your personal savings. You can raise business capital through friends, family members. You can raise capital through selling some of your household items. If you have a landed property, I say it again, accumulated savings to sales of some of your assets. Sure. 3, you can also go, if, for example, you belong to any you can go to the bank, but for starters, I will not suggest you go to the bank, starters, because the risk raising capital via your savings, friends and family members, through and sales of some of your assets. Yes, if you have 3 cars, you can sell one and go into business. So let me hand over to our coordinator. Sorry.
Okay.
I stole part.
Okay. Are you through, Dr. Fenoy? Dr. Fenoy, are you there? Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Yes, I am there. I'm done. I'm done for today.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ifeanayi.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Professor.
Yes, I am done.
Akusi. And also thank you to course participants. And I also need to thank myself too. Yeah. No doubt that we have started a journey that is going to land us in absolute progress and prosperity as far as professional development and business development is concerned. Saturday next week is going to be the date when the group for mentoring will be declared open. It's also going to be a group for an alumni group where those who will be making payment for certificate will be made to join. The aim is to sit in that group or stay in that group with professionals, experts like Professor Akutsin and Dr. Ifeanayi and some others that might be joining us. It's going to be a long journey. We don't intend to just leave you stranded on the way with all this wonderful information you've gotten. We intend to stay with you. We intend to mentor you. We intend to guide you. We intend to make sure you are not left by the roadside. Professor Seth Akusin has given his words to that. We're just waiting for Saturday and to set the ball rolling. So, ladies and gentlemen, in view of what I just said now, we are going to declare the class closed for tonight. And for those of you that will be ready to join the mentoring and alumni group, simply make your payment, get your certificate, and once it is time on Saturday, we use our database to invite you to join the group. I thank you once again for your time and effort. And if you have any issue, please, the WhatsApp group is there for you to post and ask your question. For those of you that want to make your payment, you have your facilitators that invited you to this program. Simply get in touch with them and they will instruct you on how to pay. If for any reason you stumble into this program from somewhere else or from other groups or wherever, and you still need to pay for the certificate, please, by Monday, we'll make that open so that you can make your payment independently and also get your certificate. Details will be posted in that group. Information will be sent to that group. Once in a while, we may also need to send you private chats to remind you about the group and about the program. Please always say yes, that you would like to keep getting messages like this so that you can be getting messages from us. In view of all this, I want to say thank you, good night. Welcome to December. Enjoy your Christmas and New Year. We are preparing something massive for every student, our facilitators, our facilitators and our students that have done courses with Plage. We are preparing something massive for you. And we are preparing you to become members of professional bodies. Imagine becoming a member of Nigerian Institute of International Affairs and other professional bodies. We are making sure that as soon as you are stepping into January, you are stepping into January a complete and bubbling human that is ready to take on the world. We want to ensure that from next year, every African that passes through our programs will be so solid and will be very ready to take on the best in the world and be identified with anytime, anywhere in the world. Thank you, and God bless you. See you back in the WhatsApp group from tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
you.
Our best wishes. Those who are here, make
God
sure
bless
that
you.
God bless you.
this
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Okay, for those who have paid, please. For those who have paid,
Good night.
For those who have paid, you don't have a problem. It means you've already scaled through and you'll be added to the group that is going to be created. So you don't have a problem. That message is for those who have not paid. Yeah, thank you. And I will be talking to the facilitators to release their slides so that we can make them available to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you too. Thank you too. Okay.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Very grateful for this.